Hello and welcome to the Tsitsi Mafuta podcast. I'm your host, Tsitsi Mafuta. Today's commentary is going to be on Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant seems to be a hot topic in the NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, if you may not be aware, last week Kevin Durant gave the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Tsai, an ultimatum. He gave him an ultimatum, which was, it's either me or you get rid of the general manager, Sean Marks, and the head coach, Steve Nash. That is what Kevin Durant told the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, Joe Tsai. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we all know Kevin Durant making these kind of ultimatums. It's only because the trade is not moving at his own pace. So now he's trying to shake things up. He's literally trying to shake things up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant, before he moved to Brooklyn, he was injured. He had an Achilles injury. But Joe Tsai signed him on good faith because he believed in his talent. And Kevin Durant was paid more than $32 million while he was recovering by Joe Tsai. And today, he's giving that same man who gave him a chance, who believed in him by giving him that amount of money, and who was willing to give him that amount of money while he recovered, he's now giving him an ultimatum. Now, of course, Joe Tsai made a statement saying that he has no intentions of getting rid of the front office. He believes in them. But we all know how that works. I hope he sticks to his word, personally. Now, as well, to give you a bit of context, when Kevin Durant was moving to the Brooklyn Nets, he chose Steve Nash as the head coach. There were a list of names, and Kevin Durant chose Steve Nash. One of the things he wanted in a coach was someone who was a former NBA player. And he chose Steve Nash. Now you want to get rid of him because things are not working out. Or because your trade is not going at your own pace. And ladies and gentlemen, in honesty, I understand why the owner Joseph Tsai doesn't want to trade Kevin Durant is because they have not been presented with favorable options worth trading him. Kevin Durant is his valuable asset. So if he's going to trade you, buddy, he needs to get something solid in return. And so far, nothing has been presented. And there was this nasty statement that was put up at the Bleacher Report saying that there was an NBA executive saying that if Kevin Durant doesn't get traded, he will retire from the game of basketball. And I call bullshit. That executive is playing chess because he's trying to force the hand of Joe Tsai. I call bullshit. Kevin Durant retired from the game of basketball at his age. I call bullshit. And I know probably the reason why that executive did it. Because that executive is trying to put pressure on Joe Tsai. But also, he's trying to, let's say, make that whole news that Kevin Durant might retire from the game of basketball land on the NBA commissioners' table. That's why that little narrative was put out there. But you know what? Joseph Tsai needs to stand firm here because Kevin Durant is under contract. He is under contract. He is absolutely under contract. Now, Sean Marks has done nothing but a great job. The only thing I probably did not like about Sean Marks, what he did, was that whole Ben Simmons and James Harden trade. I think they could have gotten a better player than Ben Simmons. But anyway, those are stories for other days. But otherwise, I think he's great at his job. He's given Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving a great supporting cast, Seth Curry and Patty Mills. These people play with their hearts. Tough guys. No egos. They know their position and they know how to play it well. So, and he got DeAndre Jordan as well. DeAndre Jordan went to the Brooklyn Nets because of Kevin Durant. Now, you're saying you want to change the head coach because things are not working out for you, because the trade is not moving at your own pace? Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Durant's influence window is slowly closing. Before, it was wide open in the sense that he could see the faces in the front office. Now, that window is actually slowly closing. Kevin Durant can only see the eyes. He can't see the rest of their faces. He can only see eye level, if you know what I'm talking about, if you get my drift. Kevin Durant here is biting more than he can chew, ladies and gentlemen. He's biting more than he can chew. He has influence, but he has no power, respectfully speaking. He thinks he has power because he is a valuable asset to the organization. So now he thinks he has power, but he doesn't have power. Influence, yes, but not power. In my lifetime of watching the NBA and through documentaries, there have only been 3 NBA players that have had power over their organization. And that is Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Those 3 men, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and LeBron James. Now Kevin Durant is trying to see if he's got that same power as the 3 gentlemen that I've mentioned. No, he doesn't, because he doesn't have leverage. Kevin Durant doesn't have leverage. The reason why I say that, because he came from a winning organization, the Golden State Warriors. LeBron James, when he left Miami and went back to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he had leverage because he had won 2 championships. Before LeBron was there, the Miami Heat was not it wasn't winning games. It was a championship organization, but they were not really winning until LeBron got there, and of course with Chris Bosh. But it was mainly because of LeBron James. 2 championships, 2 MVPs, and then he came back to Cleveland, took that team to 4 straight NBA finals. Good God. And now Kevin Durant thinks he's got that same amount of power and leverage? Are you kidding me? Buddy, you're biting more than you can chew. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, if Kevin Durant is not careful, I personally think, let's just say Joe Tsai wants to be mean. Ladies and gentlemen, he can send him to one of the worst markets in the NBA. And Kevin Durant will be used as an example to send a message to the rest of the NBA players, the elite and the top tier 1 players. I am pro player mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pro player mobility. But there comes a time when you see that people are starting to feel entitled. And Kevin Durant is feeling super entitled. He's super entitled. You were given everything just because things are not working out. And just because you're trying to control the narrative, if you stay in Brooklyn and it doesn't work out, you're now trying to change like the narrative of, oh, I wanted the coach getting fired. That's why we couldn't make it to, let's say, the semifinals, in the playoffs. This is the narrative that he's trying to control now. He's trying to plant seeds. So in case they don't reach anywhere as a collective with Kyrie Irving, he can say, oh, I tried to make changes, but the front office didn't give me didn't give me the request that I wanted, which was to get a new coach and get a new GM. Buddy, you are biting more than you can chew. And if you are not careful, they're going to use you as an example to send a message to the rest of the NBA players, the elite and the top tier 1 players. Kevin Durant, I know you watch everything. If you happen to stumble upon my video, I would love to have a conversation with you. I would absolutely, just to understand what is going on with you since you landed in Brooklyn. Like, I would seriously want to have a conversation with you. Because this kind of entitlement is really getting out of hand. And if you're not careful, they are literally going to use you as an example to send a message to the rest of the other players in the NBA. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section regarding Kevin Durant requesting this ultimatum to the owner. Kevin Durant, you are a multi-millionaire telling a billionaire what to do, a billionaire who has run successful businesses. He gave you more than $32 million for a whole year while you were recovering. And now you're giving him an ultimatum. Ladies and gentlemen, please let me know your comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. My name is Titi Mafuta from the Titi Mafuta podcast. Ndiyo.